Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. So this impeachment inquiry has created some pretty fantastic moments for us. And one of the best ones that I've seen so far, Representative Nancy Mace was absolutely on fire. I would not mess with this woman ever. And for those of us that really don't know what's going on, guys, this impeachment inquiry, it's important. You know, it's not just noise. Our Congress needs to know if they should look deeper, if they should keep going. And even more important than that, the American public deserves to see what it is they've been spending their time on. And, you know, if it's covered correctly by the media, which it won't be, but if it is, and the evidence is actually presented to the American people, then they can make their own informed decisions on what it is that's been going on and what is important or what is not important to them. And really, this is all this is about is delivering information to us. And because I think it's important to understand that even if there is an impeachment, even if it happens, and even if there's photographic freaking DNA evidence, the Senate, with the Democratic majority like it is, they will never, ever remove Joe Biden from office. They will co-sign and protect everything that he has done. They will never do the right thing. They don't have any Mitt Romneys. And I honestly cannot believe that I just used the name Mitt Romney as some sort of positive thing. But look, you know, that's crazy. That's crazy what Joe's done to me, man. But anyway, Nancy Mace was on an absolute tear. And there may be a few curse words, just a heads up before you watch it. But in her defense, guys, she's just passionate about, you know, what she believes are misrepresentations from the media and the Democrats when it comes to this evidence, including and especially Ranking Member Jamie Raskin. Take a look at this stuff. Watch this woman work. But before we do, guys, thanks to everyone that's been subscribing and leaving such great comments. Really, really appreciate you. We're building an awesome community. Guys, if you haven't already, please join us. And please help us with the algorithm. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. Take a look at this.
Representative Raskin, he said in 2019, there's no formal constitutional or statutory or even the House rule for how an impeachment inquiry is to begin. And so it means different things to different people. I don't want to hear another word from the left or anyone across the other side of the aisle about impeachment inquiry. This is complete and total hypocrisy this morning. Today, we're going to bring the facts. Today, we are going to bring the evidence. In 2017, the Joe Biden family teamed up with Chinese company CEFC to make millions off of granting access to Joe Biden. Hunter even arranged for Joe Biden to share office space with the CCP-aligned company CEFC. My Democrat colleagues say none of this is relevant because Joe Biden wasn't vice president while his family did these shady deals. Turns out that's complete and total bullshit. It's a lie. Hunter Biden referred to access to his father as the keys to his family's only asset. Those words are going to come back and haunt Hunter Biden and his family forever. Yesterday, the Ways and Means Committee released an FBI memo on the interview they had with Tony Bobulinski, a former Biden partner in crime. I'll read a bit of that right now. The work conducted by CEFC, Gilliar, Walker, Hunter Biden, James Biden, and Yee over the preceding 2 years was discussed in detail. In particular, CEFC was closing significant investment deals in Poland, Kazakhstan, Romania, Oman, and the Middle East during this period of time. Period of time is in reference to the years 2015 and 2016, when guess what? Joe Biden was vice president. As an aside, Rob Walker, in previous testimony, also confirmed that Joe Biden attended a meeting with the head of CEFC. So now we know CEFC was working with the Biden family while Joe Biden was vice president. And I'll continue reading from Tony Bobulinski's report, which says, and I quote, Bobulinski, Hunter Biden and James Biden did not receive compensation because Joe Biden was still vice president during this time period. There is a concern it would be improper for payments to be made to Hunter Biden and James Biden by CEFC due to its close affiliation with the Chinese government. Hunter Biden and James Biden both wanted to be compensated for the assistance they had provided to CEFC's ventures. In particular, they believe CEFC owed them money for the benefits that accrued to CEFC through its use of the Biden family name to advance their business dealings. The Bidens, coincidentally, were paid over $1 million by CCP-affiliated Chinese company CEFC shortly after Joe Biden left office as vice president. Now we know why, because it was back pay. I'm going to show another image. This is a text message between Hunter Biden and Gong Wendong, an agent of CEFC. Hunter says, my uncle will be here with his brother, in all caps, who would like to say hello to the chairman. He goes on, Jim's brother, if he's coming, wants to say hello. His uncle's brother. I wonder who that could be. I can't quite figure it out. Hunter puts brother in all caps, and it doesn't take a genius to figure this out, but since I'm not always dealing with geniuses, and Washington, D.C. has been illustrated today, I'll spell it out. The brother of Hunter's uncle, Jim, is Joe Biden. Why was Hunter so secretive about his father? I'm going to tell you why. It's because Joe Biden didn't want the American people to know he and his family were getting paid millions and millions of dollars from a company closely tied to the Chinese Communist Party. CEFC knew paying Biden family members was bad, so they covered it up. Hunter knew Joe Biden hanging out with CCP businessmen would be a bad look, so he tried to pull a genius move on us with this whole my uncle's brother bullshit. We already know the president took bribes from Burisma. I also want to add, betraying your country is treason. Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to enter into the record this text message between Hunter Biden and Gong Wendong and the FBI memo regarding their interview with Tony Bobolinsky, showing Joe Biden's connections to CFC during his vice presidency.
Without objection, so ordered.
Professor Turley, we got 30 seconds. In your experience in reviewing cases of fraud, do people who are conducting legitimate business usually go through these efforts and hoops to keep their foreign entanglements hidden?
Yes, the issue with influence peddling is that it can, in some circumstances, be legal, but it's not something that necessarily is made public. The public does not buy into the idea that you can sell your family brand if it's influence peddling. So what happens with influence peddling is that you often have the commission of crimes that conceal it and to take steps so that it's not public. That may include, but it's not necessarily the reason in this case, but it may include the failure to pay taxes, the failure to register as a foreign agent. And part of the purpose of an inquiry is to see if there is a linkage between those acts and, more importantly, a linkage to the president. Can I briefly respond to the earlier attack? You may have additional questions. I don't want to take your time.
Mr. Chairman.
I'm sorry, the gentlelady's over time,
okay,
but we'll work with you on that because I do think you need to respond to that ridiculous statement. Now, Chair recognizes Mr. Khanna for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Turley, you testified or in your written statement about best practices for the House, and you say that it's not legally required for the House to vote to have an impeachment inquiry, but it is a best practice.
Guys, do not let these Democrats or their propagandist partners in the media convince you otherwise. This is not about Hunter Biden. This has never been about Hunter Biden. This is not about the horrible scourge that is addiction. And it is 100% not about a father's undying love for his son. This is about and only about Joe Biden and him enriching himself, enriching his brother, enriching his son and their entire family by using his influence while he was the sitting vice president of the United States. That's all this is about, man. It really is that simple. And there's no apologizing for that. There's no explaining that. There's no excusing that. We send these people to Washington as their employer, and we have to know what our employee was doing on our behalf and whether or not it is continued after we, like a bunch of morons, completely morons, promoted the guy. So when you hear the left saying that this is an impeachment inquiry without evidence, guys, do not be fooled by their semantic games. What do you think an inquiry means? They are inquiring for more evidence. That's it. Anyway, guys, that's just my take. Let me know yours in the comments. And guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. We'll see you in the next one.